Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your monthly reading for April 2025. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And yeah, we're going to jump right into it. Now, if you are new to my channel, going to give you your astrological overview, then I'm going to do your spread, and then I break it down week by week, tell you about a couple more aspects, I pull more cards, and then of course we do a second spread, but this way your forecast feels more like a personal reading, all right? And as always, if you want to just go straight to the tarot reading, there are timestamps in the description box, but I've got to tell you, Virgo, I'm really excited for you for what's happening this month. Astrological, you have no idea how much your life is changing. April is a very stimulating, exciting month of new beginnings. And look at what's going, first, welcome to the paradigm shift. This is it. I mean, if you feel like you've been walking through quicksand, if you feel like, it's been like molasses or whatever the past few months, well, here we are. Okay. This is the first month you're not going to feel like that. All right. And I told you last year, I told you in your 2025 annual forecast, January, February, they're going to be slow. March is going to be bonkers and confusing and life-changing for you with that lunar eclipse in your sign. With the double retrogrades. Now, buckle up, okay? Buckle up, especially when we hit mid-month. You're actually going to hit the ground running as soon as April begins. You've got a lot happening for you. It is, oh my goodness. All right, so just know that, remember, everything from March, look at your last week's reading. Everything that happened at the end of March is carrying over, okay, into April because we still have those planetary conjunctions. Your life is transforming. You're moving into this brand new era in your life, especially after that new moon, solar eclipse, a lunar eclipse in your sign with a rare alignment that, again, we still have 4 planets conjuncting in, Pisces with the North Node. And this is a month where you're going to see the perfection of many of those North Node moments for you activated in a really big way. Okay, so I want you to know that. This is for 2 years for you. And this is the month where you're going to feel a lot of that, this new direction, winds of change, North Node in Pisces with 4 planets in your 7th house, partnerships, relationships, one-on-one commitments, your commitments, marriage, legal matters, all of that incredibly highlighted because you have your 8th house activated too, okay? So again, there are going to be some aspects this month you have never experienced in your lifetime. That's how powerful this month is. It is the Great Awakening. We've talked about this, the Age of Wisdom. We're entering it. The brink of the Age of Aquarius. We're leaving the old world, starting the new, okay? So focus on that heart-based living this month, okay? Your soul's mission, all right? Your path to enlightenment. And remember, all this Aries energy that you're going to feel, wow. That's big, okay? Remember, Aries is the I am. It's leadership, entrepreneurial. It's courage. It's ambitious. It's self-sufficiency. It is all happening in your 8th house. What does that mean? There's that level of depth in relationships, in partnerships, business partners, love. There's money stuff here. This is actually a big money month for you, and a lot of y'all are getting new jobs, okay? I'll be able to let you know now if you are here for a career or just become really famous, all right? Now, you're also feeling the first time ever Neptune in Aries, okay? For the next 14 years for you, Virgo. All right. So remember, we have not experienced this since 1861. This is the spiritual warrior and you coming out all about your collective ideals. And this is deep for you. Again, this is 8th house. Okay. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about just listen, vibrate at that high frequency and just know April is going to be one of the biggest months of your lifetime, Virgo. There's so much happening. All right. So April, like a slingshot. I want you to visualize that. Remember, we talked about visualization, all right? I'm not talking about the one like you get in a box of like Honey Smacks. I'm talking about like, did you see Interstellar? Y'all know that when Cooper used that black hole's gravity, gargantua, to kick up the velocity, to accelerate, to speed their ship to Edmund's planet. That's what this is going to feel like. You're going to be gaining momentum in your orbit. It's going to be big, but I don't want you to move too fast because you see that for the first 2 weeks, We still have those retrogrades. I mean, luckily, look at that. The Mercury goes direct April 7th. Okay. But because of that, the first week, look at, just please don't rush into things. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Maybe things are not going at your pace. Maybe you're still processing a lot of things. Mercury is your ruling planet. Of course, it's going to have an impact on you more than the other signs, you and Gemini, right? Mercury rules both of you. So maybe you haven't heard back from people, things like that. Just weigh things out a little bit. Okay. Now, look at what's happening April 4th. Look at what's happening. By the way, everything on the whiteboard, remember, I'm going to turn this over when we get to the second half of the month, but there's a lot of things that are not on the whiteboard. That's how bonkers April is. And so if I have time, when we break it down week by week later, I'll talk about some of what's happening April 1st for you. But this is more important. Friday, April 4th, Saturn. This is, by the way, the most insane weekend of 2025, and even I would even say the past few years. Saturn is sextiling Uranus, Mars is sextiling Uranus, and Mars is trining Saturn. Wow. So first, let's start with Saturn sextile Uranus. Okay, this has not happened since March 1997. All right, buckle up. All right. Mars sextile Uranus, that only happens twice a year. This is Mars. And then you see Mars will be trining Saturn. What is going on? Okay. So again, this Mars trine Saturn, by the way, we only have that once a year. We're getting it 3 times. Remember, I said retrogrades are blessing in disguise for what we went through. I said this in your annual forecast, and I'm going to tell you why, but just know this is going to be one of the biggest days of 2025, or one of the biggest days of the decade, of the 2020s, okay? Uranus is the great awakener, the planet of change, of revolution, of evolution, of innovation, of progress, freedom. You're breaking free. And breakthroughs, and it's surprises. Remember, Uranus is like a bolt of lightning. Now, Uranus is in Taurus, your BFF, fellow Earth sign. Are you going to feel this? Yes, absolutely. But it's in your 9th house. So what does that mean? 9th house is the house of God. This is spirituality. This is your belief system, self-belief. This is wisdom, how you see things, your perspective, but also higher mind, also education. You're probably going back to school. You're going to be thinking about it this weekend. Some of y'all are graduating. Some of y'all, there's something here that you may want to learn and become an expert in, but you're going to be the wise leader. All right. Now, the other thing is the 9th house is also travel, long distance travel. Y'all been going on big trips. You're maybe planning it too. Okay. The other thing is it's foreign cultures, foreign lands. You might meet someone overseas. That is very beneficial for you. Okay, remember, Uranus brings in those things that it's like sliding doors moments. The 9th house is also publishing. You writing in the book? I asked y'all, I mean, listen, y'all got to be writing on these books. Publishing is a big thing here. Websites, also broadcasting. Start a podcast. This is big, okay? So I want you to know that Saturn is so active here, right? Saturn in Pisces with the North Node, right? Very active, okay? In your 7th house of partnerships, relationships. Look at what's happening for you. Saturn is all about life lessons. You're learning things, but Saturn is also the authority. Like I said, you're becoming a bigger authority. Saturn is also long-term plans, your long-term plans and goals and gains. Saturn brings that stability, all right, to the actions you take. It's Mars, right? Mars is trining Saturn. So Mars is all about passion, drive, ambition. Mars is in Cancer, your 11th house of your future hopes and wishes and dreams. Okay? So, and your social network, groups you belong to, allies, benefactors, community, all of that. Social media, there's stuff for you here. So whatever you're doing at this time, you're going to leave a footprint. And you're going to come back, you're going to remember this weekend. And it is such a strong weekend when you get these 3 aspects on the same day. Oh my goodness. You are going to feel this as soon as we enter April 1st. till about the 10th, 12th. Okay. Of course, April 4th is like the money shot, right? So, as I explained in my April astrology overview live stream, by the way, I told you all of these aspects are happening at 25 degrees. Now, if just to explain what that is, 25 degrees is an Aries degree point, right? A cardinal degree, so fresh starts, leadership, turning. You're coming after this new moon solar eclipse that happened right here, all right, in Aries. So big, okay? Remember, Neptune is now in Aries, big, at 0 degrees. Fresh beginnings. The sun is exalted in Aries. And actually, this weekend, it's going to be at its degree of exaltation. You got Mercury in Aries as well. All about new beginnings. That's what Aries is. I've explained this, and this is in your 8th house. So, again, something here with partnerships, something here with, whether business or love or there's something big here. It can even be, like I said, one-on-one commitments. Maybe your relationship with your best friend, with your sister, whoever it is. There's something here, and legal matters. We're going to talk about that. That's going to be big for you this month. Okay. Now, I just want you to think about what your vision is moving forward. All right, with all of this happening, but like I said, don't rush things. Let things play out. There's going to be changes, okay? So as soon as you enter April, some of the things that you thought that you were going to do or planning, no, it's going to change. Uranus brings change and surprises. Mercury's retrograde still. Don't rush into things. That's all I'm saying. All right. Maybe, new love is coming in. Maybe there's, you were going to sign on an apartment or a house and, you haven't heard from the realtor and you're just like, you know what, I'm going to go over here instead. No, because look, Mercury's going to right. Like things just hold off on things. Okay. Hold off on things. If you do have to sign anything, in the first week, well, look, just wait until Monday. Anyway, listen, even if you have to, I talked about this in my last live stream. I mean, you can, and there's rules, but just know this is a very, very big weekend because, and by the way, if you watch for your rising or your moon or for your, brother or your parent, husband, whoever it is, every sign will feel this, okay? Every modality is activated. So every sign, fixed, mutable, cardinal, it doesn't matter. But if you, Virgo, if you know your natal chart, your birth chart, if you have any planets between 23 to 27 degrees in Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or the Aquarius areas of your chart, oh, yeah, you're going to feel this. All right. Now, just when you didn't think that your life could get any more life-changing, look what happens on Saturday, all right? The sun sextiles Jupiter, April 5th. Now, this is Saturday 5th, April 6th, okay? And I'm going to just say the weekend because a lot of these aspects and, it's just like some happen really late at night, some happen really early in the morning. Just think the weekend, all right? It's going to be strong over the weekend. You've got the sun sextiling Jupiter. This is big. This is huge. This only happens twice a year. This is the luckiest day of the month. This is the luckiest weekend of the month. This is the best and luckiest weekend of the month. All right? Jupiter, the planet of luck, good fortune, profit, expansion, abundance, wisdom, right? Completely activated now. This bringing sextiles are windows of opportunity. Like what? While this is happening, what? Come on. That's really big. It's major. It's major. Okay. Again, rare. We only get twice a month, or twice a year, but look what's happening. Okay. So put wheels in motion. Jupiter in Gemini is in your 10th house of career. So what does this mean? You're going to possibly get new jobs, new careers, start your own business. So much on the table here. If you're retired, if you're not working, 10th house is your reputation. It's fame. It's what you want to be recognized for. Do you want to be recognized as the best mom in Saratoga? Look, there you go. You get it now. All right. So this is really amazing. This is your 10th house. All right. So it's achievements as well and honors, your reputation. the same day that Venus will trine Mars. Come on, are you joking? This is insane. This is absolutely insane. And I honestly, like, when you do all the math, Virgo, you will never forget this weekend. Venus trine Mars, first of all, Venus, right? Everything that you desire, things that bring you pleasure. This is romance, this is love, this is money, this is relationships, creativity. Yeah? Okay? In a wonderful, auspicious aspect with Mars. All right? And so, again, this is happening the same day the planet of luck and good fortune is activated. What? All right. So amazing, amazing, amazing. There's going to be things here with friends with you. You're going to be very social. It's, Mars and Cancer in your 11th house. Okay. That's also, remember, your hopes and wishes and dreams. Why is that? Because 11th house is Aquarius owned. Who's the ruler of Aquarius? Not only Uranus, but also Saturn. Saturn's all about the long-term hopes and wishes and dreams and gains, like I said. So when it's trining Venus in Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, this is big, okay? So there's so much happening here. Venus and Mars, the two cosmic love bugs, love birds, love planets. When they're in an aspect like this, it's very emotionally moving. Two water signs, right? So it's so wonderful and it's beautiful. However, Venus is retrograde. Not a bad thing. It's just, hey, people from your past are coming back, former lovers. If you're not here for love, something has to do with money. Now you're for money, creative ideas that you had in the past that you tabled. Now it's coming back and you figured out how to make money from it. Like use this. Please use this. Okay. Venus trine Mars is happening at 25 degrees. You're going to hear me say that a lot this month. That's why April is so life-changing, along with everything. Just talk about, this is all fresh starts. And if you are single, I mean, this is Venus trine Mars. You've got Venus in your house of partnerships and marriage. This is big. You can, with the fact that you got Mars and Cancer in your 11th house, this is when you could meet someone through your connections. All right. Remember, 11th house is also social media. It's also like Tinder. Swipe away. Okay. Swipe away. Listen, here's the other thing. And I want you to go out there. If you're single, if you're married, I want you to go out there. You never know who you can meet when Uranus is so active, right? You never know who you can bump into. You don't know who's going to open doors for you. You don't know if you can meet that investor sitting at, at the Sephora bar, put on whatever it is. You just never know, please. And if you are single, please go out there. All right, go mingle. Go to the, libraries where you meet. I don't know where you meet singles. Go. Okay. Well, you're Virgos. Probably it is the library. Y'all like to read. I'm a Virgo mood. I like to read. Spring has sprung. Go out there. Weather's great. Hey, fall's looking great in the southern hemisphere if you live in the southern hemisphere. And just don't fret because, listen, Uranus is active. So if you are, let's say, called for jury duty or whatnot, Jupiter's bringing you luck. Uranus is bringing you surprises. The person sitting next to you, they could be the one. Okay? They could be you never know. You just never know. All right. So as I said in your 2025 forecast, and let me just it's repeating again because Mercury is a ruling planet. The retrogrades this year, yes, they've been a little with the double retrograde as well, but they have been a blessing in disguise because Venus trine Mars, we're having that 3 times this year because of the retrogrades. We are going to have it next month. So if, this, you got next month too. Okay? And then after that, not again until 2027. Go out there, take advantage, right? Jupiter is bringing you blessings, but your blessings depend on the actions you take. I've told you this. What is karma? In Sanskrit, it literally translates to action. You're on a karmic journey, all right? So you got a lot happening. And listen, there's so much to this. We'll talk about your weekly forecast next week, okay? All the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and all the fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, will feel Sun, sextile Jupiter the most. Okay? And then all the water signs, Scorpios, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, they're going to feel Venus trine Mars the most. All right? But everyone's going to feel it. everyone's going to feel it, especially because, Mercury, your ruling planet, is activated. Now, Monday, you've got April 7th, Venus conjunct Saturn, all right, at 25 degrees. Now, this only happens typically once a year. Venus conjuncting Saturn. We're getting this twice this month. All right? Big. We're gonna just talk about this a lot in your weekly forecast. But just to let you know, it's not just Venus conjunct Saturn. It's Venus conjunct Saturn, conjunct the North Node, conjunct Mercury, all in your area of partnerships and relationships. Okay? But it's Venus we're talking about. So love, money, all of that. Saturn, stability, structure, commitments. So this can be a big moment for you. What are the things that you desire? This is almost like a big make it or break it moment before the second Venus Saturn conjunction. This is maybe something here with business colleagues. There could be something here, just something with an authority figure as well. But anyway, Saturn is really being like a TSA agent at this point. All right. So remember, he brings in those reality checks. This can be hard. It's strong. There's so much happening. All right. So you kind of have to know at this point, like, okay, what is it that I want to move forward with in love, in partnerships, in relationships, in business partnerships, in, the place that I work, in my relationship, with my son, things like that. You create your reality. I tell you this all the time, but this is prime time. This is your awakening, as above, so below. All right. Heart-based. We're vibrate at that high frequency. Okay. This is it. All right. And if you are here for love, this is like, remember, Venus is retrograde. It's very nostalgic. All right. Use that nostalgic energy. It's been proven to improve, mental health and wellness and all of that. All right. Go do the thing and, go to your crush's place and do that Love Actually thing with the cards. Just do something. This is going to be big. All right. Because there's something happening this day. It's just so much happening. It's not on the way. We'll talk about later if we have time, but look at what's happening. Mercury is also going direct. No longer retrograde. Here's your clarity. Here's your new perspective. Here's your forward momentum. Here's the thing, though. Mercury doesn't do super well in Pisces. Mercury's direct in Pisces. It's only here for like a week, all right? So that's fine. It's still uses very dreamy energy. Go talk about the stars. Go with your friends. Go with family. Go do things, all right? Go see, 50 Shades of Grey. Whatever you want to do, just do something. Have those endorphin hits, all right? This is all Mercury in Pisces is very dreamy. All right. It's very dreamy. Remember, have a foot on the ground. It's in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. There may be something, by the way, that comes up around this time from September 2024. All right. Just putting that out there. That was your birthday season. All right. Remember when we had that eclipse in Pisces? I think it was September 17th, 18th, 19th. Something's coming around. All right. Just keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. We'll talk about your weekly forecast, but here, I want to tell you something. You've got the North Node, Saturn, Venus, Mercury, all conjuncting, right? Isolate Mercury and Saturn. You got Mercury conjuncting Saturn, all right? So at this point, you're going to have to start getting in the comfort zone of committing. This is when Saturn's saying you've got to commit. What are you willing to commit to? Okay. What have you actually been reassessing since February? Because Mercury's been retrograde. All right. Now you've got that clarity moving forward. Again, there's so much more to this we'll talk about in your weekly. Now, when I talk about commitments, look, okay, that's why. Saturday, April 12th, we have the full moon in Libra. All right. This is happening around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my time, New York City time. Whoa. So convert that to wherever you are in the world, but don't forget, the full moon doesn't matter. It's a few days before, a few days after. You start feeling it, even a week before, a week after. It depends on a lot of factors, but here's the thing. We have a weekend full moon at night. How exciting. There's a lot of wolves up in the mountain that's like, howling in joy. All right? Now, this is going to be big for you. Two reasons why. One, This is all about partnerships and relationships. Libra is the native ruler of that. So everything that I mentioned that's happening with the North Node, your destiny, your purpose, your mission statement, there's something ending here. There's something you want to end, or there's something that will end, okay? Or it could be a feeling or an emotion toward a relationship. It's just like tabling it, or it's done. Remember, full moons are turning points too. So, and legal matters, right? So there's something here with legal matters for a lot of y'all, commitments as well. Full moons are emotional, but this is technically the end of the Aries Libra axis that we've been on since 2023. This is big. Yeah? All right. Now, here's the thing. Libra rules your second house. And what is that? Money. It's money, finances, income, salary. There's something here that may be ending, a contract, something. All right. But remember, it's coming after you've got Jupiter giving you all these blessings in your 10th house of career. A lot of y'all are getting new jobs. There's something here, or maybe you're getting promoted or starting your own business. If you're not here for any of that, second house is also possessions, material possessions. Maybe you're giving something away. Maybe you're getting rid of the Buick and buying a BMW. There's just something here changing. Okay. Second house is also food. I want you to keep that in mind, especially toward the last 2 weeks. All right. With Pluto very activated in your sixth house of health. All right. Now, the other last thing, the second house is self-worth. It's self-value. So not only the things that you value, but your sense of worth. This is when you have to have that confidence. Anything that you've been hard on yourself, remember that eclipse was big in your sign. And it required you, it asked you to get rid of like any perfectionist energy, any, self-critical energy, all of that. And so now you have another one that's in, it's like, this is empowering you, okay? So really have that confidence. Now, on paper, this full moon in Libra, it doesn't look great, right? The sun and moon, it's going to be squaring Mars. Yeah. There may be something here with friendships, groups where you're not seeing eye to eye, okay? Can be a little bit emotional. But the sun is going to be conjuncting Chiron. I love this. It makes healing easier. Jupiter, yeah, your BFF, will be trining the moon. Yeah, big. Uranus will be sextiling Venus, the North Node, and Saturn. And Mars will be trining Mercury, Venus, Saturn, North Node, and even Neptune. We can throw them in there. I mean, this, so big. This is a loaded full moon. It's an amazing full moon. It's very emotional, sure. Just be very mindful. This is big. There's a lot happening. You're going to feel it. Again, days before, days after. But it's very social for you. And there's something here liberating. And there's something here where things are becoming balanced, justice served. Okay, let me show you something here. Are you ready? Look at what's happening on the same day. Venus is going direct the same hour of the full moon. So Venus happens to be Libra's ruler, right? And this is, you just can't make this up. And so what does this mean? Venus has been retrograde since March 1st. You've been reassessing things that bring you pleasure and joy and things that Venus rules. Venus has now gone direct at 25 degrees. So Venus being the ruler of this full moon, Venus is direct in Pisces where it's exalted, sextiling Uranus. So here's your breakthrough in partnerships, relationships, commitments, legal matters, things that bring you pleasure, money, things like that, everything. And even breakups. If you need a breakup, this is it. You're going to do it. It's a Libra full moon. But remember, it's freedom. It's freedom. New opportunities. That's what's happening here. All right? With Venus going direct and sextile Uranus, new opportunities in money and love, sex, creativity, all that. Venus rules Taurus too. You know that, right? So Venus rules Taurus, Uranus in Taurus activated. Taurus is a finance sign, by the way. So money stuff, possessions, values, things that you desire, all of that. Like I said, this is a very significant full moon. And again, we're going to talk about this more in your weekly forecast. Just way too much. Just expect sudden, unexpected opportunities to make money, to meet someone, to hear great news. You got Jupiter here. Remember that. Expansion, growth, all of that. And let me take a moment here to say, I hope you're reading for your sun and your rising. And remember, they're 50% of your horoscope, but please read your moon too. This is a good reason why. All right. Great reason. And the moon adds so much depth and color. And if there's a month to really read your moon sign, it would be this month. All right. So, Venus, feminine energy, right? Moon, feminine energy, also mother. So there could be mothers involved here, but just think female figure in your life, something here involved. All right. Mom, boss, girlfriend, wife, neighbor, colleague, barista, whatever, lawyer, right? Libra is a woman with a scale, Roman goddess of justice. Libra literally translates to scale in Latin. So when I talked about legal matters, really big, because your north node here, no other sign, Virgo, yours, north node with 3 other planets, okay? So there just may be something around this time. Now, here's the other thing. Cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn are going to feel this the most, as well as Taurus. If you have any planets in any cardinal signs in your birth chart between 20 to 26 degrees, you will feel it. And let me stress that. You will feel this, okay? Y'all Virgos know that I'm a Virgo moon. I told you that. That lunar eclipse in Virgo that happened last month, I told you, that was at 24 degrees. I'm a 28-degree Virgo moon. And so it went over my degree. And that's how I didn't look at my sun. I didn't look at my rising. That was going to have more impact on my moon. The Virgo eclipse, that was going to have more impact on my moon. Because sure, 24 degrees, that's conjuncting my moon. 4 degrees. All right. But then it's going over my degree point. Wow. And then the whole thing with Ruby, I talked about in my last live stream. But remember, corresponding to anyway, Virgo, listen, just know Venus is going direct. So Venus is now bringing you things, all right? Bringing you a lot of things. You're going to be very happy. Now, we'll talk more about what she's bringing you, by the way. Now, Tuesday, 15th, and, even Wednesday, the, 16th, Mercury officially moves into Aries. So there you go. Mercury is moving into Aries. That's amazing, all right? Mercury does a lot better in Aries. But here's the thing. On Wednesday, the 16th, all right? And I'm going to talk more about this in your weekly forecast because this is major. Mercury will conjunct Neptune. It's not on the whiteboard. I did not have any room. But this is one of the major aspects of the month, of the year, of the decade, because this is the very, very first Neptune aspect, Neptune conjunction in Aries. So nobody on this planet has experienced this. Right? It's been 164 years, but this is Mercury, your ruling planet. So first of all, this is already like Mercury's got a megaphone. This is going to be loud. This is going to be big. But Mercury being your ruling planet, it's happening in your 8th house. You're going to have some things to say. Okay, Virgo, you're going to have some things to say. Let's keep going. We'll talk about it more later. Thursday, March 17th. Just kidding. April 17th. Here we go. Mars moves into Leo. There you go. Mars has been in Cancer for so long, retrograde for so long. This happened way back in November. Okay, so Mars is officially moved into Leo. Fiery. Get ready. Mars in Leo. By the way, heart base. That's why I keep saying heart base. Do heart base. Mars and Leo is loud and proud, and it's creative. It's being your authentic self. Leo is the king, the queen, the royalty. This is your personal power. Take it back. This is you taking all your power back and feeling movement. Okay? Remember, Mars and Leo can be pride and ego too. So just be mindful. But first time Mars has been in Leo in 2 years. What? And when I say things are about to get fiery for you, Virgo, it's not just Mars and Leo. You got Sun, Mercury, Neptune in Aries, fire sign. You got Jupiter and Pluto in air signs. You know what happens when you put fire and oxygen together? Whoosh, this is big. We've been stuck in earth, water, energy for months. And it's not bad. There's just been no movement, especially with Mars. All right. So Now things are happening. All right. Mars and Leo, that's your 12th house. That's spirituality. You got a lot of spiritual things activated. 12th house is also things that are happening behind the scenes for you. All right. It's also intuition. A lot of big things here. All right. Moon's going to be in Sagittarius too. Everything. It's just all fire and air. Now, here's the thing. If you want to think back to November to December, what were some of the things that you were going through? What were some of the things that you wanted to do and fulfill, but you couldn't because Mars went retrograde? What, right? Because Mars was in Leo for that short period of time. Now you can go take it, run with it. You'll go full force. All right. So again, we'll talk more about this. And by the way, just to give you a heads up, Virgo, because you know I love y'all, Mars is going to move into your sign in June. You're going to love that. At the same time that Jupiter's in Cancer in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams, you're going to love that. Anyway, we'll talk more about this in your weekly forecast. We officially move into Taurus season on April 19th. There you go. There you go. This is when you're becoming a lot more wiser, more spiritual. This is your 9th house. This is when a lot of y'all will be traveling, maybe meeting people overseas, maybe, even travel of the mind, right? Higher mind. This is big. Okay. Publishing, podcast, all that, everything I mentioned earlier. So a lot of emphasis there. We're going to skip that. We're going to skip that. Let's go to the 20th. All right. This is when things get a little bit challenging. You have the Sun square Mars. All right. So just remember, this can be a little like not seeing eye to eye. This is a square. So just practice that patience. Be diplomatic. Remember, you're on a karmic journey. Okay. Literally, at this point, this is when Saturn conjuncts the North Node. Now, remember, Saturn and the North Node have been conjuncting for a month, 2 months. This is it. This is the perfection. Big life lessons. That's what Saturn is. This is winds of change. Saturn is karma. Remember that. On the North Node, the point of fate and destiny, your destiny, karma, your purpose. Big. Okay. Again, Saturn's going to be strong. This is in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So this is humongous. All right. Saturn's really amplifying this area, like your destiny moving forward. All right. So you got to know which way you want to move forward. Remember, Saturn rewards you. All right. It's karma, but you got to know the direction you're going. This is your destiny. And there is likely maybe an authority figure here for you. There's, Venus is applying around this time, but I'm just going to tell you this, Virgo. And of course, we're going to talk more about this in your weekly forecast. I really want you to know something. All right. Next month in May, and this is why I really, really want you to take notes and really think about this. Okay. In May, Saturn is leaving Pisces and moving into Aries. Okay. And so when I say your life is changing and when I say there's a lot more happening and Saturn leaving your 7th house to your 8th house, which is a little bit more deeper with partnerships, relationships, money, it's more psychological. It's deeper. Okay. That's happening for you and you alone. All right. And so it's bringing a whole new energy to your destiny. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying like a lot of y'all taking relationships to the next level, new relationships, partnerships, like things like that. It can be career, it can be love, but money matters. Things with money. Just remember, Neptune is fresh in Aries as well. So Saturn and Neptune are together. Hasn't happened in hundreds of, it's been a while. It's at this degree. Anyway, it's big. Now, Wednesday the 23rd, you got the Sun square Pluto again. It's 2 fixed signs, okay? Sun in Taurus, squaring Pluto in Aquarius. They can be a little challenging, not seeing eye to eye, but there's something here with your day-to-day activities, health, work routines. Just be mindful. Just be mindful. Remember, actions you take inspired actions, okay? Everything has a ripple effect. Heart-based living, all right? This is your empowerment. This is Pluto, okay? Now, Thursday the 24th, that's it's not even on the whiteboard. That's a second time Venus is going to conjunct Saturn, but Venus is actually direct now. So this is the big, kahuna. All right. Oh my, it's big. All right. Because the moon is here in Pisces too. With Venus, Mercury, Saturn. So big. All right. really big. You're going to have deja vu with March around this time as well. Saturn, remember, reality checks, discipline. Friday the 25th, April 25th, you have Mars opposite Pluto. So this is the most challenging aspect, but you see the buildup of how things get a little bit more challenging toward the end of the month. And this is the final opposition between Mars and Pluto, the two most like powerful, like, planets. They're not seeing eye to eye. And we had this back on January 2nd. Think about what happened around that time, that week. Okay? Yeah? So ego, power trip, power struggles. Come at me, bro, energy. That's what this is. Authorities, bosses, dominating, like micromanagers, things like that. That's what this is. That's what this is. And remember, Pluto's in Aquarius in your success of work, colleagues, employees, bosses, things like that. All right. So just be mindful here. All right. Again, we'll talk more about it, but you may feel tested. And again, it's all how you respond to things, right? So anyway, stay frosty, be cool. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Just know that Mars is direct now. And so, yeah, there could be something coming up from what happened for you, like around the beginning of the year. And by the way, Uranus will sextile the North Node, not on the whiteboard, but huge. We'll talk about that in your weekly forecast. There's so many, actually, honestly, to be honest, there's so many other aspects I'm just skimming through right now. It's not even on the whiteboard. Big month. April's a big month. Sunday, April 27th, we have the new moon in Taurus. I like this new moon. It's wonderful. It's huge. But look at all the other stuff that's happening, okay? So the new moon will also, it's going to be squaring Pluto and Mars. So just keep that in mind, right? It's going to be, I like it. Continue to set intentions. Again, this is something that we'll talk about in your weekly forecast. It's a big one. It's a super moon. It's a super new moon. So anyway, let's, and again, that's in your ninth house. It's spiritual. It's very spiritual for you, but there is like maybe some travel that you're going to be doing. There's possibly going to be, teaching something, learning something. Anyway. Oh, and Wednesday, the 30th, Venus moves back into Aries. So yeah, all that fiery energy and the things that you wanted in March that you didn't get. Well, here we go. All right. And there's another aspect that we haven't had in 160 years. Well, let's see if we have time. After your spread, let's see what's going on for you, Virgo, for the April. For April 2025, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh my goodness, Virgo, y'all crack me up. How are y'all doing? Come on. We got each other. Virgo, I got you. I'm here for you. Virgo, I do a traditional cultic cross spread, offers the best overview. And, if we need to pull clarifiers, we will. Secondly, Virgo, y'all are amazing. I'm so glad to see y'all. All right, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, okay. Big. Really big. There's going to be some stuff that happens this month. For you, you're going to be fine. You're going to be good. You got the Knight of Swords. All right. So really great. There's your clarity. There's a lot of right? Sword suit. Knights are action. Communication, thinking, logic, processing, ideas. Run with it. Remember, Mercury's still retrograde the first week. That's all. Okay. But then, all right. And he can be a little impulsive. You see even the fire under his feet. So remember what I said. All right. Let things play out. Don't rush into things because he can be a little impulsive. He is very bold, very courageous. He's going into the storm. But, therein lies the other side of it is just the first week, right? This is your recent past. So your mind could have been, you want things to happen. Trust your intuition, okay? This is fine. Just don't go too bold and, right? Especially with communication because Mercury's retrograde that first week and it's your ruling planet. 301s in the heart of your spread. You're amazing. You're good. I love this. This is all about you exploring new things. There's new things happening for you. All right. Big things this month. This is 301s. 3 is a vibration of the Empress, right? 3 is, all about new, all about creation. 1 + 2 = new reality. There you go. Look at this guy. It's all sky here. What do we say? The sky's the limit. Go for it. I love this. in the heart of your spread. 301s is very let me go explore. Let me go meet people. Let me go, build bridges. Let me go do this. Let me do that. And in that process, I'm going to learn a lot about myself. I'm going to do some self-discovery. Okay. So this is wonderful. Remember, I said you got a lot of stuff, activated in your ninth house anyway. Like that's huge. And this is all about new beginnings. And this card is actually attributed to Sun in Aries. Remember, the Sun is in Aries. All right. And is exalted in Aries. So wonderful. Look at all that sunlight. Now, you got the Ten of Pentacles in your challenge area. I don't mind it. There's something here that you're coming out of. There's something changing with these two tens here. The only thing is, it's like, so this is coming into your physical realm, right? This is the Ten of Pentacles, amazing card. It's all about your legacy, a lot of family energy here. Look at the harvest. Look how big the castle is, all of that, right? So just know that when it's in your challenge area, there just may be something here that may be changing. All right. Remember, it is a 10, it is in your challenge area in that regard. But the bigger picture is it's Pentacles. It's your physical reality. It's like your physical realm. It's like this new dimension that you're moving into, but just be aware of your physical world and having that gratitude and appreciation for everything that you have there. There's a sense of like homecoming here too, as well. And so the other thing is just make sure that, remember, you've got so much happening with other people involved this month. So just be mindful of your relationships and all of that. Like, and also take time to see what you want for the next year, for the next 2 years. We are on the Pisces Virgo axis. So there's a lot of you that's changing anyway with the South Node in your sign. And so have that vision for yourself. Remember, this is like your legacy. All right. But to be honest, this is just saying more of like you're moving into something different and big. Okay. Even a different, I'm going to show you something here. I rarely show this. Do you see the wand? Do you see the magic wand here? Yeah. But do you see, I'm going to show you in the building, you see the checkered wall? That really is indicating this like other dimension, this higher dimension. All right. So there's magic here. There's a lot here. Just know that it's your card. It's a Virgo card. It's showing that there may be something that's activated in June when Mars moves into Virgo. This card is attributed to Mars and Virgo. And thirdly, just know, have those adjustments, okay? And be very mindful of your physical realm. Have that, consciousness. There's levels of consciousness. Now, you got the Two of Pentacles in your crown, a Ten of Cups in your the root of your spread. So yeah, you're still making decisions, okay? And a lot of y'all are moving into new things, so it's adjusting to that too. A lot of it's new, right? And a lot of it's just prioritizing. Let's start prioritizing one thing over the other. Let's know what that is to have that balance, right? Because he's a little imbalanced up here. Even like the boats are a little off, and you see that, right? But it's not bad. It just especially with work and finances and money and wealth, which again, like I said, big money stuff happening for you this month, but also your physical realm. Ten of Cups, amazing. Like I said, there's family energy, there's partnership. You see the happy couple here, you see the children, right? There's a state of happiness that exists in the Ten of Cups that's just so wonderful. It's only rainbow and tarot. Again, cups are emotions, feelings. Like you are going to be feeling all that. A lot of y'all are going to be wanting this too. It's just like you're ready. And again, there's just the biggest thing for me is something new is happening that you're putting your blood, sweat, tears, heart, soul, energy, laser focus, all of that into building toward your legacy, right? With the Eight of Pentacles here, another Virgo card. All right. So I love this. And this is working hard toward the thing that you want, that vision that I told you have, right? So that's in your future. That's really wonderful. Your long-term goals, your gains. And look, I'm going to show you something. Every detail in tarot is everything means something. Everything means something. What does that what do wooden benches mean in tarot? It just means it's temporary. You're not going to be doing this forever because he's happy. It's like practicing this, working on the skills and really happy doing what he's doing in service to other people. Remember, this is a Virgo card. And that's what you are too. Right? You're here, right? Anyway, let's get to your stuff. This is amazing. Okay, so it really is like whistle while you work energy, but you are gonna be very like laser focused and determined. And it doesn't have to be money, wealth, like all of that. It is pentacle. So whatever you are investing your time into, is it a relationship? Is it a career? Is it like what matters for you? Right now, oh, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what is going on, Virgo. Talk to me. And you know I love y'all. All right, so let's keep going. Okay, yeah, well, there it is. You listen. This is gonna be a life-changing month. You're gonna get whatever you want. You got the 2 ones. All right. So again, I like that the 2 of Wands came up. It's very, like I said, for you especially, very like even like the first few weeks, it's that 2 of Wands energy, just planning things out, sitting back. You know, you got the world in your hand, just sitting back, and you've got a great view. You have the highest point in the castle, not really, you know, doing this, doing that right away. Intuition, trusting your intuition with your passions, ambitions, work, anything that you're passionate about. Just really taking that moment to plan, right? Okay. But at least you're moving in this new direction. Something brand new is happening. You have the 8 of Swords, okay? In your external factors area. So 2 things here. First is like anything that you have to face, let's do it, okay? We call this a self-victim card. She put herself here. No one put her here. She put herself here because she didn't want to, you know, face her truths, and she didn't want to like go within. She surrounded herself with swords, thinking that she was protecting herself, where the reality is it's a prison, right? It's a sword, it's a prison of her thoughts. But it does, I mean, like, I'm just saying that for you because you have that Queen of Swords here. I really don't think it's you. I think it would be someone else in your world. It can, because you have so much partnership stuff, a lot of that, okay? So it could be your relationship with another person, but there is someone else involved here who you may have to work with, okay? We got to bring them into a point where they're comfortable taking off that blindfold, okay? And seeing things for how they are, or seeing the things they need to see, or maybe you said something to them like, and now they're just, they're shut off. But hey, her feet are free. She can walk out anytime she wants, right? So remember, relationships are going to be very important for you this month. Now, you do have that Queen of Swords here. I love that, okay? Queen of Swords is Libra. She's all about balance, but partnerships, relationships. So maybe a big thing for you this month. However, where she falls in her stuff, it's just saying like, that's all you want is fairness. All you want is everything being equal and having this clarity of thought, true perception, being honest with yourself, and not anyone, you know, pulling the rug under your feet or wool over your eyes, things like that. No one does that to the Queen of Swords. Nobody. Okay. That's how much power she has. So really, really great. Really wonderful. And lastly, your second queen, you have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is that queen. Yeah, she's that queen. She can attract whatever she wants. She's mastered the law of attraction. She knows how it works. It's that high energy. It's that frequency. It's that confidence. It's the Queen of Wands. The sunflower in her hand, the sun, optimism, willpower, all of that, right? Even in her throne. All right. They exist in the actual sun card. And so this is someone who can attract whatever she wants. She's very optimistic. And she doesn't hope. She has confidence. She's Aries, by the way. She has confidence. She doesn't say, oh, I hope this happens one day. I hope I'm queen one day. No, she says, I know this is going to happen. I'm making it happen because I create my reality. I know how the law of attraction works. So in the end, you can have anything you want. You can attract anything you want. New opportunities. She is the entrepreneur. Are you here for work? There you go. All right. It doesn't even matter. It's wands. What are you passionate about? What are you ambitious about? There you go. You're going to grab it. You're going to get it. All right. And remember what I said, you've got all this Aries rules your 8th house, right? So remember that is, there can be a little bit of like, with the 8th house, like exploring your shadow side, right? And you see the same thing here with the little black cat here. But she's done it. She's not afraid of anything. Not afraid of anything. That's how confident she is. And you know how, energy attracts? She can walk into a room and get whatever she wants. That's how high her frequency is. You see Nicole Kidman walk in a room, everyone's going to turn their heads. It's because of her energy. And so that's why I say vibrate at that high frequency. Have that confidence. You'll get everything that you want. Everything. Never doubt yourself. Never doubt yourself. Okay? So this is a big deal with the Queen of Wands in your final outcome. And lastly, yeah, okay. So yeah, the sexual energy too. So let's break it down week by week, if you want that. I'm just saying, it's she's the most sexual queen, by the way, and you do have a lot of things happening in your 8th house. First, let's break it down week by week, Virgos. First week, yeah, you know what's happening the first weekend. You know what's happening, with Jupiter, Sun sextile Jupiter, Mars trine Venus, Venus conjunct Saturn. We got Mercury going direct. We got, oh my goodness, the full moon in Libra. Let's see what's going on for you. Yeah, because next week I'm going to do like the first 12 days because there's all these aspects. For the next 2 weeks, they're clumped in together, and so there's many days where nothing happens. So anyway, let's see what's going on with you for the first week of April. Oh, look at you. Go get it. Go get it. You got the Queen of Wands and the Emperor. So the first week, all about your power, self-empowerment. This is you. He lays the laws down. He's also the father of tarot. So there could be a lot of that parental energy that's coming out. But even still, this is authority figure. This is just, sitting in that throne, just knowing that you're it. You're it. You're the leader. You're the rule. Listen, I'm going to show you something here. You got the only 2 people in all of tarot that got the world in their hands. Listen, you can have whatever you want. You know that, right? And so really wonderful. He's protected. He's got passion, wisdom. He's intelligent. That's the Emperor for you. Okay. Also Aries. You see the rams in his throne. So again, all that power that all that Aries energy you're going to feel amazing. All right. So you control your destiny. And you will the first week. Now, second week, yes. So Mercury does move into Aries. Mars moves into Leo. There's a million other things happening. Sun moves. We move into Taurus season, but let's just stick with those. Let's see what's going on for you for the Oh, actually, you know what? I'll tell you next week. You will have the moon in your sign. Anyway, it really is, the first week is going to be a big week for you. Let's see what's going on for you, Virgo, for the second week of April. Yeah, do it. 4 of Swords. There you go. There you go. I told you that full moon in Libra is going to be very significant, especially for you. You got the 4 of Swords attributed to Libra. It's a Libra card, all right? The 4 of Swords, it's that stillness of mind. There's something here after a big thing that happened. You got to take a big rest, okay? So have that retreat. It's all about the mind, though. It's a sword suit up here, all right? Chakras. I told you about heart chakra. Focus on that this month, and your mind, and listen, look, you see the 3 swords pointing down? Heart chakra, throat chakra, crown chakra, yeah? All of it. Let's work on that. He's at peace. Love it. You're going to be fine. Third week. Oh gosh, there's so much I want to tell you, but again, we'll just wait. Sun square Mars for your weekly. Remember, we have the Saturn North Node conjunction. I can't. Sun square Pluto. So remember, this is when things get a little bit challenging. We got the second Venus conjunction with Saturn. It's like a 5-planet conjunction with a North Node there. I mean, there's a lot happening. All right. Mars opposite Pluto as well. All right. So let's see what's going on for you with the third week of April. Look at you. Okay. So big. I love that. Ace of Swords, that is having this huge breakthrough, huge. And remember, I said, like, for a lot of y'all, you're going to be signing new contracts. There's a lot of legal matter stuff. All right, with that Ace of Swords coming off the Four of Swords, when you have that clarity of thought, when Mercury actually goes direct and whatnot too after that, like, this is great. This is great. Now you're ready to sign things and have those important conversations and have that mental breakthrough. You know, this is big. Ace is new beginnings. There's something new happening here. Something very brand new. All right. And remember, Mercury is going to be conjuncting Neptune. Like I said, that's going to be really big for you. And that's powerful. Like, you're going to feel that like week before, week after. But anyway, you're good. You see that crown on that sword? Okay. You got two swords, by the way. This one and the Queen of Swords, where their swords are pointed straight to the sky. All right. Amazing. Right to the heavens, the cosmos. That's true perception. That's everything. That's everything. Last week of April, yeah, we got that new moon in Taurus. Big. Yep. Venus moving into Aries and a bunch of other stuff. We will talk about your weekly forecast. Let's see what's going on for you, Virgo, for the last week. And you're good. All right. So you got the Six of Wands. Amazing. Love you. You're great. This is all about eminence. This is all about rising above. Remember what I said. You've got Jupiter in Gemini in your 10th house of career and fame and honors and recognition. Okay? For anything that it's wands, anything that you're that drive. Amazing. And Mars has moved into Leo at this point. This is a Leo card. So really great. You're being recognized. You're going to be celebrating something. This is people are going to be cheering you on. This is big success coming after that. Ace of Swords. Oh, gosh. This is amazing. You're good. A lot of new things happening for you, Virgo. A lot of new things. Just know that you're going to have big change. You're going to have big change. You're going to be working after the thing. You're good. You're good. You're going to be happy. You're going to be happy. Let's Virgo, next week. Well, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. And then, yeah, second spread. Oh yeah, I'm going to pull, we're going to do career. We're going to do love. We're going to pull some tier 3 members. You know where to find the link. And hey, yeah, Virgo, you know, I love y'all. All right. I cannot believe these are hour long again. Virgo, next week, yeah, we will dive deeper because, again, there's so much happening for you, and I just want you to know I will walk you through them. We're going to deconstruct a lot of them because there's so much more that I just didn't say. All right, for next week. All right. Thanks so much, Virgo. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.